Hello. So, my name is Mystic Entity, and I am here to talk about this new moon in Taurus. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a reading for all of the Zodiac signs. Let me just go over this a little bit. In the background is a deep meditation, music vibration for the Taurus Zodiac sign. And also, it is raining outside. You can't really see that, but that's okay. So let's get started. So there's a new moon in Taurus that's coming up. And new moons represent a starting point. I'm reading a little bit from that book. It's the darkest phase of the moon, but it also marks the beginning of the 2-week period when the moon moves away from the sun and increases in light. So it's a good time to plant seeds, both literally and metaphorically. All right, so Taurus. First things that come to mind with Taurus full moon: stability, revenue like money, material assets, could be health, could be living situations. Taurus has to do with the senses, so it takes in a lot of the environment through its senses: smell, touch, taste, feel, hear. It's a sensual sign. Venus is its ruler, so it deals with love, relationships, feelings, emotions. Yeah, love and good sensual or sexual feelings. So Taurus is also the bull. As I said, it's stable. It is an aura of stability, security. To me, it's a very rooted. Think of a tree and think of its roots. That's what Taurus energy to me is. It's rooted in its ways, in the way that it thinks and feels. All right, so I'm ushering in this new moon energy, and I want to do a reading for everyone. Usually, what we say, people are made up. A lot of times, everyone knows about the sun sign, right? But there's more to everyone than just the sun sign. There's your moon, there is your ascendant sign, and there's a lot of other things that if you do your birth chart, you'll find out all the planets that were at a certain time in your birth. What planets were in Mercury, Mars, Venus, all of those things. So just bear with me for a quick second. I really wanted to just read something quick to you guys. I think it's this book. Yeah, I wanted to read this. So I'm going to do a sign, and I'm going to do each sign, Aries all the way to Pisces. And you can check your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant sign. And how you do that is you just Google birth chart, astrology birth chart, and it's going to tell you to put your name, your birth date, also the time of your birth and the place of your birth. So it's good if you know that information. Then you'll just get a list of all the planets, and you'll know not just your sun sign, but your moon and your ascendant. So the sun sign is essential focus. It describes the essence of the self, the ego, the sense of personal identity, one's life force, and the defining drives and desires of an individual's basic nature. Now, the moon sign describes one's emotional makeup, their memory, and the mood. The moon can also describe a person's basic female nature, intuitive sense, nurturing ability, and relationships with nurturing women, such as mothers and wives. And the ascendant, or it's called the rising sign, is the face that you show the world. It's based on the sign that was rising on the eastern horizon at the moment of your birth. And it symbolizes the first impressions you make when you first appear on the horizon of other people's awareness. It describes your attitude, physical appearance, and overall disposition. So those are 3 signs. There's more to it than that, but that's just a broad overview. So we're going to get right into the reading. This is a reading for the whole energy of the Taurus new moon. So the new moon, I believe, is April the 26th. And so we're going to do this energy reading. And it's really going to be mostly for the 2 weeks that this new moon, the energy is around. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So 2 weeks. So starting from the 26th, or around that time when the new moon energy is coming through, and then 2 weeks from that. So that's what we're going to set our intentions for this reading. So the zodiac readings that I do, it's going to be once again for 2 weeks, and then I think after that 2 weeks I'm going to do for the full moon, and then continue for the new moon. So this is your 2-week reading for this new moon in Taurus. All right. So first off, we're going to start with Aries. So Aries, the Ram, March 21st to April 20th. The Initiator, ruled by Mars. And a tarot card that describes the Aries energy is the Emperor. Authority figure, in charge, ready to get things going, that fire starter, initiator. So these are my African American tarot cards today. And I'm going to be using some cards that I made up. They have words on them. And that's going to be the focus point. So 2 cards from here, and then one focus word for each zodiac sign. All right. So Aries. First off, let me set my intentions for this reading. I welcome in my spirit guides, the ancestors, the energies right now that govern this new moon that's about to come about. Right now, I want my intuition to be heightened so that I can help to guide people that are watching this video, so that any situations that they may have and that they may be surrounded by during this new moon, that they will have the tools to go about it in the right way. The energies that they're feeling, that they can focus and really benefit from this reading. I ask that the Spirit be with me. This is not for myself. This is to help others. This is to grow in my intuition as well, and to grow in the energies that are around me. I want to feel, I want to see, I want to taste, I want all my senses to be involved right now, just as the Taurus new moon. I want to give all these people out here that are watching this video, their sun sign, their moon sign, their ascendant sign, that they can find something beneficial from this reading. That whatever situation they go through, they can say, hey, okay, this is the energy that I need to focus on. This is what I need to do. So that they can just reach their highest potential, so that they can live every day with intent and know that, and know and feel the energies around them as well. So set my intentions, and right now I want to hear about people who have a Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign in Aries. And I'm going to do an accurate zodiac reading right now. Alright, so we've got the Aries energy. The first card is the 9 of Wands, and the second card is the Tower. Alright, so what I feel is that for Aries, for this 2 weeks, there's going to be something that's going to be changing in your life, something that you wouldn't expect. I mean, usually we don't expect things like changes to happen, you know what I mean? But this is going to be something that you're going to be like, whoa, where did that come from, you know? It doesn't necessarily have to be something drastic, something bad in that way, but it is something that is going to just shake up how you feel, shake up the energies of things that are going on in your life. Something's just a sudden change is going to be happening. That's being shown by the Tower card. The 9 of Wands, we have this man, and he's around these sticks. And Aries, you are your card in the tarot deck is the wands, and it's about being inspired, having that creative energy, and going towards that initiation, kind of moving that first fire starter. So right now he has all the wands behind him, and he has like an axe in his hand, and he's standing pretty firmly. But it's like there's a wall around him. So he's in this defensive kind of a defensive kind of energy. So how I read that is that a sudden change is going to be happening in your life, and you will put on this defensive front. Either you will put it on, or you need to put it on in order to defend the things that you have around you. There's things that you've been growing, that you've been maintaining, and suddenly something's about to change that, and you need to just be like, hey, this is mine, and this is I'm going to protect what is mine. So I think that's the energy to go into that. If you see some things going about, don't feel so shaken. Know that what is yours, you can protect it. You can stand by it, and that's okay to do. So 9 of Wands, once again, it indicates success after a long struggle to get to the top. He's a bit wary because mistakes have been made, but there's a feeling of defense in the air. So it's just about maintaining the things around you that you want to keep around you. Okay? So I want to do a focus card just to wrap it all up. We got the Tarot card and the 9 of Wands for Aries. And what is our focus card? For Aries. Ending. All right. So once again, the Tarot card, basically some things are ending. And that's not a bad thing, because when things end, new things begin. So number one, just keep on that defense. Just look around you and make sure no one's trying to threaten your way. You know what I mean? You worked hard for this, so don't take it as a bad energy. Welcome in the energy, but just don't feel so shaken. Realize that what you have is yours, and that you can still maintain that. You can keep what is yours yours. So I wonder how that'll manifest for you guys this week. It can be in many different things. You know what I mean? Like tarot readings are, I can, but because I'm doing this very general reading, these energies can show up in people's lives in different ways. You know what I mean? Like you can have a pet, and you have to take them to the doctor, and the doctor's saying, you know, you need to do this, this, and that. But hey, you need to. It could be in a relationship. It can be in a home. It can be in your schoolwork. So just for everyone that's watching, just live your life with intent and kind of see how, if you have this energy, Aries energy, see how it is working in your life, that there's a sudden change going about, and now it's time to be on that defensive mode. And that's not a bad thing at all. So, all right, so let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, this is your new moon. Taurus is the maintainer, ruled by Venus, and his tarot card is the Hierophant. So to me, Taurus is a very good leader. As I said, full of security, stability, that root. Stuck. Being stuck is good. Sometimes you know which way you're going, and you're going straight after it like a bull. So what's the energies for Taurus? Okay. We got the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. All right. So the 9 of Pentacles, this man is chopping away at his fruit, and inside of his fruit are all of our money. So the 9 of Pentacles, you have been laboring for long, and now it's time to get your rewards. Now it's time to get the fruits from your labor. sorry. Give me 1 second to find one thing. Swords. All right. So the Nine of Swords can indicate fear and anxiety, as the person in question literally makes himself sick with worry. Sometimes it helps to seek outside assistance to help put the situation into perspective. All right. This card, there's like it's in this tower. It's like a dwarf, and he has many swords with him, 9 swords, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of peace there. There's some anxiety, there's some worry in this picture. It's like whoever comes to me, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it because I'm in this state of just stress. You know what I mean? So this card also from this deck means like a nightmare and anguish. So while you are able to bear your fruits, get your rewards, that's all your hard work, there's an energy right now of just something mentally going on. 9 of Swords. There's some worry there. There's some things that needs to be put into perspective, some anxiety. And maybe there was anxiety from all of that work that you're doing, but Taurus, what it looks like is that things are finally coming into fruition. You know what I mean? You're finally going to be able to get things that you have been going after for so long. So your mind may be a bit full of anxiety, a bit as this energy comes about, but just know that this is your moon. You have the power to manifest the things. It's coming about, it's happening. So try not to focus so much on this energy. There's maybe some stressful, anxious feelings that are coming about from other people, but just know that all the work that you put in is definitely going to be, it's definitely going to come to fruition, for sure. So we're going to do a focus card for you. Focus card for you, Taurus. Taurus is action. All right, yep, it's time to take action. This new moon, look at all the things that you can achieve, okay? And if there is some things in your life that's going to bring you a bit of stress, some nightmares that are going to be happening, you need to take action about it, because this is your time, this is your power, this is your season, Taurus season. So this is your card for this next 2 weeks. When you feel like you're feeling down, or when you feeling anxious, okay, you know that it's time to take action. It's time to make a decision. You're very good at that. It's time to see, okay, I need to focus on this, and I need to take action with it. So that's your card. I'm sorry, I know this is a live broadcast. Excuse me for one moment, please. Sorry. So I was cooking something and it kind of got burnt. But that's all right. It burnt to the bottom of the pot, but I turned it off. Cool. All right, next up, let's keep it moving. Gemini. Gemini, the twins, May 21st to June 20th. All right, you're the questioner, ruled by Mercury, and your card is the Lovers. So Gemini, you're one about communication. You know what I mean? And you can hold, when you're in a discussion, you like to hear people's opinions and you like to communicate with them in different ways. So let's see what this reading is for you, how this Taurus new moon will affect you in a broad sense, and how you can see in your life how it personally makes sense to you. Gemini, communication, Gemini. Okay. All right, Gemini, we got the Eight of Swords. And for some reason, I keep getting this card. done one reading with the Gemini, and it was the same. This Eight of Swords is once again mental, some mental anguish. You see something from his mind jumped out, and now he's trying to put things back into balance. He's trying to figure things out. He's trying to defeat the beast. You know what I mean? There's something that he considers beast in his mind, something that is causing him stress, that he wants to get a hold of. And then we also have the Knight of Chalices. We have the swords and mentality, and then we have the cups, which is of emotions, of feelings. So I want to read about that. The Knight of Cups has two meanings. The first interpretation is a person who enjoys life and likes to live it to the fullest. They're thoughtful, loving, and the second meaning is that an emotional situation is progressing nicely. Okay, so it's kind of like the opposites, right? Just like you got twins. One is pretty anxious, and then one that is living life to the fullest, and there's an emotional thing that's going on, and it's progressing. All right, so we have two things that we need to deal with. Boom. I feel like it's mirrored. Which one are you going to pick? All right, there's something in your life that, yeah, you need to get back. You need to get it back in control. But and once you do that, you'll be able to really live life with you know, in carefree. Just like him, he's on a rabbit, and he's like no cares in the world. He's just hopping with his chalice in his hand. So Gemini, for this Taurus new moon, mentally, a lot of things that happen to us, it's a mental blockage. It's mental chains, mental blocks that we put around us, that we're not changing our perspective. We're not seeing things from a different light. And so sometimes that happens, and we can change that. You know what I mean? So I think that these cards are reminding you that you have a choice. You can stay trying to defeat something in your mind, trying to look at it as bad and be like, oh, this is not a part of me. I wanna get this back into line. And you know, it could be that way. Maybe that is something that you need to do. Or maybe you need to just accept who you are and the things that you've done, and really just live life a little bit more carefree, not stressing about certain things. Because a lot of these things that we stress about, it's not even, there's a lot of bigger things that you can stress about, especially if that pertains to you personally, how you can be your best version of yourself. So let's get a focus card for you, Gemini. Control. All right, so yeah, I feel like you're trying to get control over things, and that's cool. I think it's definitely, with this Taurus new moon, you can find focus, you can get control over it, and you can start to make moves and really be secure in the things that you need to do, right? But it's causing you a lot of stress. It can really mess with your mind, and it can really having you feeling all out of sorts. So this Taurus new moon also shows you that, hey, there's some pleasures in life that need to be lived. You know what I mean? There's some things in life that you should cherish, and you should really go about exploring and really embracing. So you do have the control, Gemini. Which one are you going to choose? What are you going to choose to do? That's your lesson for these 2 weeks in this Taurus new moon. All right. Next up is Cancer, June 21st to July 20th, right? Cancer is the nurturer. It's ruled by the moon. And the tarot card is the Chariot card. So Cancer, very family-oriented, nurturing aspect, you know? The moon, a nurturer, a feminine side of you. So what is your reading for these 2 weeks in this Taurus new moon? All right, Cancer. Let's let this reading be accurate. Let's do this for you. All right, Cancer. We got the Nine of Chalices, Nine of Cups, and the Death card. All right, so death, the transformation, something's about to happen, right? These next 2 weeks, there's a transformation. There's going to be a death of something. I'm not sure what it is that's in your life to figure out. But when there comes a death, there comes a rebirth. So is it in the mind? Is it in the relationship? Is it in a change that's about to happen somewhere in your life? And with the Nine of Cups, it is a card of wishes, having your wishes fulfilled. So I think Cancer, it's a good time for this new moon to really be like, okay, this is what I want. This is the wishes that I want to happen, to manifest, to come true. And they will happen because this card is showing up that boom, that's going to happen. You make the wish, you manifest, you put in that energy, and that is about to happen. And that could it probably deals with the Death card. Like, because your wish is going to be fulfilled, then something needs to die so that it can make room for this wish to be fulfilled. So I feel like Cancer, if that deals with your family life or situation, there's some kind of passing away of a mentality or passing away of a situation that's going on. Example, maybe let's just say you're an older individual and your child is going to be moving away for college, you know what I mean? And that's a transition. And that's also a time when you can, what's your wish? To have a bit more space in the house or freedom to do certain things. That's just a little example of how it can manifest. But those two cards are your card for those 2 weeks. The Death card, which once again is a transformation, a rebirth, and the Nine of Cups, which is a wish that's being fulfilled, a satisfactory wish. You're getting things that you desire. But don't forget, you gotta manifest. You've got to believe in it. So for this new moon, just do a quick meditation and be like, okay, this is what I would like to happen. This is what I want to happen. And for sure it'll happen. Just don't be so scared about what the death actually means, Death is a beautiful thing. When you look at it in a different perspective, it really can be a budding of new ideas and new perspectives and new things in your life. So let's do a focus card for you, Cancer. Shame. Aggression. Sometimes I get this card and all right, so this card, aggression, you may be meeting that change, that death, that transformation in an aggressive way. It could be coming to you in an aggressive way, or you can be responding to it in an aggressive way. So take a look at that in your life. If you feel like you're giving off aggression or aggression is coming to you, take a step back and be like, hey, I am at peace with the things that are happening, and I'm going to focus on ways that I will make it be ushered in the best way possible. Not offering so much friction. We don't want to create so much friction around us. Or if friction is supposed to happen, because things happen that make you fall to the floor. And they need to happen so that you can rise up to a bigger, better understanding. You know what I mean? So just if you see this aggression for those 2 weeks, just know that, okay, that's because something is happening, something is stirring, some change is happening. So let me take some time and meditate on that. All right. Next up, we have Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. It's got the Strength card. Leo is that the loyalist is what they say here. The lion. The stage performer. Courage and strength. Shines bright like the sun. So Leo, what's going to be going on with you for these next 2 weeks? What guidance would help you to transition through this energy? Leo. Realize you're reading Leo. Number 1 and number 2. All right. Four of Pentacles is the money. This is like a hoarding card where he's sitting under so much money. He's got it there. He's like, I got it here and I'm not sharing. This is my idea. This is my home. This is all of this is mine. So it could be a hoarding, like you have a lot of things that you're just like packing up. It could be savings, like you're taking your time and you have a lot of things coming in and you're just saving it for a rainy day, right? And then we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a great energy. It's a mental energy mixed with that nurturing. With this card, it's a lady who is kind of like advising, kind of like speaking to other young women, pregnant women, about, you know, what they should do, just giving advice and things like that. But let me just get a better Queen of Swords, right? Queen of Swords, got it. Okay, so Queen of Swords, a woman who's educated, intelligent, conversationalist when things are going her way, but she can be bitter and spiteful when she is unhappy. All right. So let's see how I understand these energies. So I feel like there's for Leo, there's some material things that are going to be coming your way. Could be money, could be business, it could be health, it could be things like that that are, it's going to be an over, it's going to be more than usual. You know what I mean? You're going to have the chance to be like, whoa, okay, there's a lot going on here. And this energy, this Queen of Swords, is also something mental as well, you know. I think it's that you have the intelligence to work through all of these things. It seems like there's a lot going on. There's a lot that you can take on it. I think with this Queen of Swords, she's very she knows what to do. You know what I mean? As I said, she's intelligent. So you know where to divide your time. You know where to divide your money. You're going to know where to, you have a lot right now that you have to think about or that you have saved up. And now it's time to see, okay, what's the best way to divide this? What's the best way to focus on this, to put this here, this here, this here, this here. I think it's could be time management. It could be where to put your assets. Could be, I think it's just an energy of, okay, Leo, you're going to be having some abundance right now. And now it's up to you to decide what to do with it. You know what I mean? So as I said, it could be material things and mental things are what's jumping out at me that are going to be with these 2 weeks. So I'm wondering how that'll come about into your life. I want to do a focus card to just get a little more focused on this energy. Two cards that came up, career and imagination. And it's really interesting. It fell out, so I'm just gonna leave it there because I feel like, yeah, with the Pentacles, it could be definitely with career and imagination with the Swords, Queen of Swords. So maybe that's another way that it can manifest in your life. How you can go about your career. You're gonna have some, like, I wouldn't say options, but kind of options. You just have things that you can go towards now. You have a broader view. You have a lot that you save, and that you can look upon. And so now it's time to use your imagination. Now it's time to use your intelligence and be like, okay, this is where I want it to go. This is what I want to do. I hope that made sense for you, and I hope that you can kind of see how you can use that. So for these 2 weeks, just remember, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, or if you're feeling like there's a lot right now in some part of your life, just know that you can use your mind, and you have the power to really focus and say, this is where I want it to go. This is what I want to do. So I think that's going to be your reading, Leo. Next up is Virgo, August 21st to September 20th. Virgo is the modifier, ruled by Venus. Oh, sorry, ruled by Mercury. And that's the Hermit card. Virgo. Some people say Virgo can be pretty analytical, sometimes very self-critical, sometimes about health. Virgo, Virgo. What are we going to see for you for this new moon in Taurus? Virgo. All right, Virgo, here's your two cards. The Defense and the Chariot. Oh, all right. To me, that just speaks out that something is, for this picture, there's a tornado in the back of this young lady, and she is running out of this way. You know what I mean? So the Chariot, she's taking on, she's moving forward, and she's getting out of harm's way, if there's any. And this is a defensive card. So there may be a little unsettling energies for you for these 2 weeks. And I'm not saying that it's going to last the whole 2 weeks. It could be a situation that's going to just pop up within those 2 weeks because there's a lot of energies that are going around. And so for this Taurus new moon, when this energy makes its way here, I feel that there may be some movement happening with your home. There may be some movement happening with some inspirations that you've been, some inspiration, some creative ideas that's been going on. And I feel like you have to be on the defensive side a bit because there's a lot going on. There's some changes. There's some things that are trying to disrupt it. You know what I mean? That could be you. That could be a person around you. It doesn't have to be so malicious in that way, but I think it's an energy for you to just, once again, defend your position, defend your home, defend the people that you care about. Because there's maybe just some energy that just likes the drama or just likes to, there's some stir up energy that's stirring things up, and I think it's just time for you to defend the things that you care about. And that's it. It's really just taking a stand and saying, no, this is the way that I want like it to go. This is the way that I want it to go. Just really making a move with it, moving forward. Is that Chariot. She's ready to go and she's moving all speeds ahead. She's not even looking back. She's like, let's go, let's go. There's no time. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Keep moving. I'm defending my family, my home. I'm defending myself. This is what I need to do. So I'm moving forward. So take on that energy for this next week. If you feel that something is some tornado is around you, some kind of energy is just moving things around very quickly, then it's time for you to be like, no. Like this guy, he's standing firmly. His hand is like kind of crossed, kind of, and he's just like, no, this is where I want to be. So it's kind of that movement, and then be like, okay, I'm moving forward, and I'm taking a stand. This is it. So let's do a focus card for you, Virgo. Connection. All right. So Virgo could be, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see that word connection? Is it a relationship? Is it a connection with your schoolwork? Is it something like that? I think that it's going to be tied together. You know what I mean? There's a connection that needs to be made. Maybe that's why there is going to be a whirlwind of things, because a connection needs to be in the focus point. I just feel like these two energies, one is kind of moving and one's kind of standing forward, and now it's time to connect them together. As I said, it's time to just know where you're going and then stand true to it. Make that connection, tie those things together. All right. So next up we have Libra. September 21st to October 20th, the Judge. It's ruled by Venus. Yep. Libra is about that balance and scale, that justice. It's about, yeah, that balance, partnerships, marriages, relationships, you know, kind of connecting, come from that last reading, connecting together. And it's one of, it's a card, it's a sign ruled by Venus. So once again, of love, relationships, of emotional attachments and things like that. So let's do this for Libra. Okay, 2 cards. We got this, you know, living life with carefree. Do you feel that way? And then we have this one. This one is kind of like daring this this masked being, this cloaked being, to like, I dare you to come towards me. I dare you. Come on. Come. Yeah, and that's kind of like that this energy of a carefree energy, where it's where it's like, I'm going to do things my way. I'm going to live my life this way. So come and try and get me if you want. Come and try and disrupt me if you want. You know, no, listen to me. This is the kind of energy, because he's sticking his tongue out like, come and get me. You can't do anything, blah, blah, blah. So the 7 of Swords indicates it will be a continuous struggle to stay on top of the situation. We all have obstacles we must encounter on our path to enlightenment. And this is one such occasion when we must persevere and keep working in the face of extreme opposition. So boom, there's the opposition right here. And you're like, I'm going to keep doing my thing, because this is I have the power to do this. I'm feeling free. I'm taking control. You can try and thing. I'm going to persevere. So that's the energy. There may be some opposition coming your way, but take on this energy of like, I'm persevering, I'm doing this. No matter, it's opposing energies, but I got this. Take that power on. And you realize that because, hey, you are feeling good. You are feeling good about yourself, and though things are trying to come and block your way, people are trying to come into your business and things like that. No, I will persevere. I will make it forward. So I think if that's the end, that's going to be the energy for these 2 weeks for you, Libra. If you see that opposition, you will take on that energy, and if you don't, we'll just remember, okay, there's some things going on right now. I want to take on the energy of feeling powerful, of knowing that I can do this, knowing that this is my life and I take control of it, and that I feel good, and that I just want to embrace the sensuality, my senses, and these parts of life. No one's gonna stop me. So let's do a focus card for you, Libra. Okay. Abundance. Yeah, I think it's an abundance of this energy. Personally, an abundance of feeling really good, indulging in your senses, and being like, opposition may try it. They may try it. Those 2 weeks of Taurus, that new moon, somebody may come and try it. Something may come into my spirit and be like, I'm gonna try you. But no, I am hopping on this bunny and I'm taking off into the world, because I have an abundance of self. I have an abundance of pride. I have an abundance of joy. So keep on that energy, because I think that will bring you feeling really good and taking you to another higher plane. So take on that energy of carefreeness And when opposition comes, just stick your tongue out. All right, Libra. Next, we got Scorpio, October 21st to November 20th. Scorpio is the catalyst, ruled by Pluto. Pluto just went retrograde, I think about a day or two ago. So Pluto, the tarot card is death, a transfiguration. Scorpio, we think about Scorpio, we think about mysterious, can sting you, get too close. They've got deep thoughts, think on a different plane, in a more darker, mysterious way. Sexuality, senses kind of plunge out, you know. I think it's that really dark hole, and in that dark hole are amazing, amazing things to see. There's a lot of depths to that Scorpio energy. So Scorpio and Taurus with a nice match. All right, so Scorpio, let's get some energy for you. Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, once again, deep depths of your mind. What's in there? There's something that you're trying to get back in balance, something that you're shunning, something that is holding. It's a lot of weight. Something that like this is really huge. You know what I mean? It's something that's really, really big, a big situation, a big part of yourself that is like you're trying to just figure out during this time, maybe a situation, and boom, take on this Hierophant. The Hierophant is like a teaching, educational, like beliefs, philosophies, things like that. So in order to, if you're having situations like that where you're feeling stressed, where there's a situation that seems overwhelming to you, I think you need to go inside of you. You definitely have that depth. So go inside of you and be like, kind of get some new teachings, kind of get a different perspective about things. Let me just read. So the Hierophant are considered positive, useful liaisons. It urges you to make a choice about the path you want to take. So parting of ways could also come about under the influence of this card. So yeah, I think with this card, this guy, he's looking up and he's like, show me the way, teach me. I'm around so much material things like these animals, trees. Teach me your ways. Show me what needs to be done. So if there are some issues mentally going on, physically going on, I think you need to go to a spiritual teacher, a guru, someone that you can really talk to and really someone who you can trust and gain some advice from them. And if that's in you, then it's time to go into that dark night, sit under this new moon and talk, speak out your issues, and there it will be revealed the answers for sure. In the depths of your own self lies the answers. You can go to other people, and you can go to people like me who will help to guide with tarot cards and things like that. But within you, you have the power to change so much things. You are the Hierophant, Scorpio. So look deep within, and you realize that the mysteries of life can be explained through you. So for this new moon, it looks like you're just diving deep and getting some more lessons, some teaching. You're going to be taught. You're going to be seeking some education, some things that will help you to carve a path and to make your way out of things. All right. Very good word for you, Scorpio. Control again. This card flipped out. You can look at it if you'd like. Slow control. But I think it's just time to take control. Once again, some issues with the mind mentally. and you have the control. You know that, that's for sure. Take control, look into the deep depths, and gain some insight. Try to go out. Either you go within and find the answers, or you look out of yourself and trying to gain perspectives of other people, trying to understand the ways of life. You know what I mean? So take your time and try and gain back that control if you feel like you've lost it. Okay. Next up is Sagittarius, November 21st to December 20th. The adventurer, ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius is the archer. So long distance travel, the philosopher, good time, positive, positive vibes when things are looking positive. So Sagittarius, that archer. Sagittarius has the Temperance card, the Alchemist. Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius, I'm going to pull out 2 cards for you. Thank you. Okay. Ah, you got the Archer. All right. So we got the 2 of Swords. Mentally, there's some balance there, right? There's maybe 2 sides of something that needs to be figured out. So the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. Let me read the 2 of Swords first. 2 of Swords indicates an argument, parting of ways. The persons involved are not able to find a common point of interest, so the best alternative is to agree to disagree. So maybe some of you Sagittarius are having some oppositions right now. Things are not looking balanced in a relationship, in a home, and however it manifests in your life. And look closely, look deep within. Everyone that's looking at these Zodiac readings, look how it can pertain to your life. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just trying to open your eyes to different perspectives. This is the energy that's coming forward that I'm asking of the spirits earnestly, and it's saying, hey, there's some things that are not balanced. You're looking to balance some things, some opposition. So if you can't balance it, it's better to agree to disagree and kind of be cordial. So the 3 of Pentacles, I want to read that one as well. The 3 of Pentacles indicates success through skill at hand. Business will come because of your level of expertise. So it's very important to develop the highest level of competence from the most professional organizations, because the quality of experience is very important to achieving success. All right, so there's some skill that's needed. Sagittarius, that energy is about philosophy, education, and things like that. So there's some skill, maybe pertaining to school or something, finding some balance in that for people who are in school. A skill at handling a confrontation and opposition. So I think right now, if you are having some balancing issues in whatever part of your life, now's the energy where you're like, okay, it's time to think. What skill do I need to better understand this person, to better approach the situation? Now it's time to just think a little more analytically, and to be like, not so emotionally, but more like, okay, this person sees it from this way, I see it from this way. Let's talk this out. Let's figure this out, and use a certain skill to kind of get in between, to try and figure out how to balance it. Or if not, then the skill is to be like, okay, I realize that we can't do this. This can't be balanced. So let's figure out how to work in these ways. So it's kind of just figuring out how to work, how to balance it. And if the other part of the issue is not willing to balance it, then it's time to just figure out the best way to handle it all. So just think about the skills that you have personally, and the personal on a what you've learned in life, and the skills that you have acquired, and how you can use it in these situations of feeling imbalanced. So that's that energy. We're going to do a focus card for you. Focus word card, Sagittarius. Okay. Here's your word, Sag. Home. All right. So maybe there's, I think with a lot of Sagittarius energy, there's finding some balance in your home life. And looking to master a skill in order to achieve success, in order to find that balance. You gotta work on that skill. And I think it has to deal with home, or looking into your home, looking for help in your home, or coming back home, and figuring that out. So it's a kind of a broad reading, but I do hope that you just consciously look into your life and say, how can this pertain to me? Oops. Let's blow this up. We're almost concluding this session, so it's almost that time. Next up, we've got Capricorn, the goat. December 21st to January 20th. That's the birthdays, the pragmatist. It's ruled by Saturn, right? And the tarot card for Capricorn are the devil cards. And the devil cards, I like the devil card. It's a lot of sensuality, sexuality. But it's a lot of things you can learn from the devil card. That you're in bondage, that you're feeling tied up, but you can get out of it. Temptations, how you can deal with it, you know? So Capricorn, for this new moon in Taurus, your fellow Earth companion, what's going to be going on for these 2 weeks in this energy? Yeah? Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. One card fell out, and the next card is the one that I picked, Death card. Look at that. Capricorn. Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn. So this one's the one that fell out. And this is the Knave of Swords, or you call it the Page of Swords, right? Okay. So I wanted to read on that Page of Swords, actually. The Page of Swords has 2 meanings. It can indicate a message of some sort. So a message that's coming forward. And care must be taken to ensure it progresses smoothly. And it can be a child or a young person who tends to be very chatty. All right, so I think you can go with whatever means the most to you, but I'm going to go with that a message. Some communicative development is taking place. So transformation. You got the Death card, and that pertains to your energy, Capricorn. So there's some transformation that's going on. There's some change that's happening. There's a death to a situation. One that you need to communicate it and see that it goes smoothly. So there's something changing, but it can change with a lot of bad, negative energy. But if you communicate it a bit more, it can work out pretty smoothly. So it's time to, there's some kind of energy, some kind of change, a death, a rebirth, or something that deals with communication, that deals with a message that's going to be coming forth. Maybe it's how you deliver a message. Maybe it's how you interpret that message. So I think the energy for you is to be very communicative. Communicate well. Be like, realize that your words have a lot of power, and try and think before you speak. And whatever change is happening, whatever transformation, whatever is ending and something starting again, you want to end it the right way so that you don't left feeling with a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? So what you should just look out is to just be able to communicate as clear and as precisely as you can, so that there's no misunderstanding, so that no one's feeling away when things are ending, things are changing. Okay, so that's your reading, Capricorn. Let's give you a focus word. This fell out. This transition. It's pretty clear. There's something that's changing. I hope that it's enriching to you and hope that you can see how good it is for your soul. And I hope that it transitions well. Just know that in order for it to transition well, words need to be picked carefully. Have nurturing words, precise words, no guesswork. Know exactly what needs to be said. Say it from the depth of your heart and empathize. Okay? So that's your energy, Capricorn. Next up is Aquarius, January 21st, February 20th. The reformer, ruled by Uranus. Uranus, Gemini. The water bearer. Alright, so Aquarius can have that rebellion, can have that freedom, can have that energy of innovation, technology. That's that Aquarius energy. Social change, how the social environment works. So Aquarius, what energy can you take from these first 2 weeks in this Taurus energy? Alright, Aquarius, here's your 2 cards. You got the 7 of Cups. This is one of like imagination. But also, it's also one of options, I think. There's a figure here that's kind of like, what should I choose? There's different cups around them, emotional feelings about different things, and it's like, what should I choose? What are the different options that I have? So there's going to be some options for you during these next 2 weeks. The Taurus new moon is something new coming about, and you're going to have options for that. Now, the King of Swords, mentally, the King of Swords seems very knows what he's about, right? I want to read about the King of Swords. Okay, so indicates that communication is of a more adult nature, and it could represent a young man or very quick-witted, and care must be taken in dealing with him because if he lacks maturity, he can use words to harm others. So, oh no, I definitely read the wrong thing. Sorry, that was Knight. King of Swords. King of Swords, okay. It indicates a mature man, that makes more sense, who is intelligent and well-versed. Positively, he can use his intellect and good communication abilities to help others. But negatively, he can use his command of language to harm. There we go. I see the flip of energies there, okay. So there's different options, and there could be someone in your life, a male figure as well, that's going to be taking on this King of Swords, who's very can help direct you, or it can be this energy that you can take on as well. Or if you're the guy or girl, it doesn't matter. But you are going to be using, in order to, I guess, look to find the best option to make a decision. Take on this King of Swords kind of energy. Number one, he knows what he wants. He knows how to communicate. He knows, how to his way with words. So I believe that going into that direction of really talking about your options and being like, okay, this is what this has. This is why this is not good. This is better. Just being well versed and weighing out all of your options. You know what I mean? Just taking on that energy of that King of Swords. It looks like that energy is just coming in. So it's just maturity and intelligence. Find the best option that will make you mature even more. The most intelligent option. I think it's less a bit about going with your heart and more of like, okay, this makes a bit more sense. This is going to help me propel. This is going to help me to, move forward in the way that, I want to move forward in. So, yeah, Looks like you're going to have some things that you can choose, you can decide on, and in order to make the best decision for yourself is to just communicate very well. Okay, this card fell out. It was victory. So I think it's good energy. The fact that you have a lot of options, and you just have to focus on where your mind is telling you is the best way to go. Focus on that sword. Think of yourself as this very mature, intelligent man, woman with a sword in your hand. You think very clearly. You communicate very clearly, and this is you want to achieve victory, right? So go towards that, the option that you will achieve victory in. I'm sure you'll see it. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Okay. All right. Last but not least is Pisces. All right, Pisces. February 21st to March 20th. Pisces, the visionary, the fish, ruled by Neptune. You have the moon card as your tarot. So Pisces, emotional, intuitive, dreams, empathic. You know, you have a lot of that energy on your Pisces. So let's see for this new moon, these first 2 weeks, and this new moon energy. What's some situations that may pop up? What's some energy that you may need to rely on and look towards? You thank the ancestors, spirit guides. Thank you for allowing me to intuitively do this reading for this last reading with Pisces. Once again, just making it the most accurate so that it can help people with this energy to just focus on, okay, let me focus on this word this week. This is going to be my word. This, if anything pops up, this is what I need to look at. That's all that I'm doing for this reading, to just make you more aware. And so this one popped out, and then I'm going to just cut it. Cut the deck for Pisces. Okay. These two. The Eight of Wands, moving across the clouds very lightly. There's some travel. Looks like some travel, some messages, something that's done with ease, quickly and with ease. He has sticks on his back, but he's just walking. It's not even a burden, you know what I mean? And then we have the Queen of Wands again, that intelligent, nurturing energy. So how I see this is that could be some traveling during this 2 weeks for you, and that traveling can deal with some more charitable issues, possibly some dealing with nurturing energy. Things may be moving quickly. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of opposition for you this week, Pisces. Like you're moving with ease, you're moving through it, you're traveling through it, you're getting messages, you're quickly assessing things out, and you're moving, you're creating, you're being inspired, you're light. You're light as a feather. There's not much things that's burning you down. And if there are things that's burning you down, just know that you have the Queen of Swords right there. She's an intelligent, young, feminine energy that is able to think about things and to use nurture with it. You know what I mean? So just take on that energy of having that intuitive, nurturing, intelligent spirit as you go about these 2 weeks. You're going to be moving quickly. It seems things are going to be moving at a good pace. And yeah, let's see if I can read if there's anything more. Eight of Wands, right? So travel, swift nature. The person involved will be going forward, achieving goals. After much hard work, it seems that things will finally start looking up and accomplishments will be made. Yeah, definitely think so. It seems like a really just light card, light energy, feels good. So if you do feel burdens in any way, take some time to meditate or embody yourself as that Queen of Swords energy. Move swiftly with your swords, but does it with you know, with that charm, not charm, that, I don't know the word for it, but it's a very elegant spirit, you know. So let's focus on the focus card. Let's focus on the focus card. So your word, Pisces. Pisces focus card. Home. I think that there's a really home, nurturing energy, and you could be dealing with things at home, how you want to feel. You want to feel more homely, things that matter to you. So take that energy and go back to that safe place, you know. If you feel things are moving too quickly, just know that you can go back to that safe place. But I feel like it's maybe some home issues are going to be moving towards. There's not going to be a lot of opposition, and there's going to be some good, intelligent energy with you. So it's very interesting to see. I feel like this is a broad reading as well, but I feel like it has many different avenues. So just remember those words: quickly traveling messages, movement, intelligent, elegance, nurturing spirit, and a home environment. All right, so that's Pisces. So I did all 12 zodiac signs. I want to thank everyone for watching this, and I'm going to be doing more each time for new moons and full moons, and I'm going to be doing some meditation readings as well for, I think, every quarter for each of the zodiacs. I'll figure it out. So subscribe, like this page, follow me on Instagram at Mystic En.ti.T, MySticEnTiT, Mystic En.ti.T, and follow me on Facebook, same name. And thank you for watching. As I said, this reading is just to allow you to live life with more intent. So focus on your focus words, the energies around you, and if you feel opposition, if you feel things that are coming into your life where you feel burdened, just think about what I said for each of the zodiacs and how you can resolve that. And if you have sun and moon and ascendant in 3 different signs, check out those 3 signs and see how that can pertain to your life. I'm just here to help to guide you and help you to have a smile on your face more often. Okay? So thank you for watching again. It's Mystic En.ti.T, and I'll see you next time. Bye.